say Spirit works in mysterious ways, and it sure does. Our first hymn was Celebrate Life. Our second was The Spirit of Life. And my topic today is Thoughts to Ponder on, Life. You know, from our platform, we often teach about that phase that is called the change called death. We speak about the continuity of life. We talk about communication with those who have gone on. And today, just as many years ago as the prophet Job asked, if a man dies, shall he live again? We as spiritualists have answered that question because we have proven the continuity of life by communication with our spirit loved ones on the other side. But today, I want to put aside the word called death and the continuity of life, and I want to talk about life. Life here and life now. Life has been defined as a sequence of physical and mental experiences that make up our existence. And what is life? Life is what happens while we're planning other things. You know what I mean. You're all dressed up to go out the door to a musical or to church or some gala affair, and you spill that last drop of coffee right down in front of you. But being a spiritualist, you know you have the law of choice. So you can either go out with your little spots, or you can go in and change. That's just a minor thing in life. But then there are those interruptions that come with illness, or accident, or the death of a loved one. And sometimes it's a little bit more difficult to deal with those things. But we still know that we have the natural laws to guide us. And we also know what we do is not, what happens is really not what important. It's what we do and how we respond to those things that do happen. Life gives us negative challenges as well. You know, no matter how loving you may try to be, somehow there is always that little negative bug of negativity that slips in. Fear, anger, hate, dislikes, anxiety. However, when you have those challenges, you know that there is cause and effect. And you know that as you act, so will be the retribution. Therefore, you are creating your own karma. You are the individual creating your happiness or unhappiness. So let us learn those natural laws. You know, we need to quit talking about things, and we need to start doing things. It's so easy to talk, but it's more difficult to walk the walk. And I say to you today, that is the challenge that is before you. We can read those declaration of principles till the cows come home. But if we don't live them, if we don't treat others the way we want to be treated, we've missed the boat. And so it's important today that we realize there is value in the flow of the natural laws that come before us. Sutta Nipata said, develop a mind of equilibrium. You will always be getting praise and blame, but do not let either affect the poise of your own mind. Follow the calmness, the absence of pride. And my favorite comment is, stay above the fray. So, we shared a bit about life, but what is the real purpose of life in this physical body, on this the earth plane? The primary purpose of life is spiritual upliftment. You allow yourself, to prepare your soul, to lift it into a higher vibration, so that you can move into the next plane of existence easily and comfortably, and be at home. Our aim should always be the elevation of our spirit. And how can we do that? We can read books. We can listen to spiritual tapes. We can attend services such as this. We can practice the silence, coming into oneness with God. We can meditate. We can be an example to others. And yes, we need to walk the walk. We can say it all, but unless we do it, we have accomplished little. We need to remember as we go out in the world every day that we have a sixth principle that we repeat all the time. Let's put it more in action. What this world needs now more than ever is love. And we can do and express that by doing unto others as we would have them do unto us. That golden rule is universal. It isn't limited to our own being and our own groups. It is spoken in almost every language of the world. But we want to put it in practice. We also want to realize that we talk about happiness and we talk about unhappiness. You know, bad things do happen to good people. And good things do happen to bad people. But just let go. Let the judgments be cast aside and know that you have the ability to make a change in your life and in the life of others. And we also say the doorway to reformation's never closed. And yet so often we look at someone and say, oh, they do everything wrong. Well, let's give them the opportunity to change. Let's give them the opportunity to grow. Instead of being critical, let's send them love. Let's send them understanding. You know, I have a way of dealing with things, and I don't think it's anything unique, but it's something I'd like to share with you. And maybe someday you can find it already engraved somewhere, and you can buy yourself a little sign. But until then, I'd like to say, take yourself a 3x5 card, and with the color of your choice, write on it the one word, whatever. No matter what comes about, whatever. You know, it can also irritate others.